discussing the importance of small intestine for the absorption and assimilation of food. Also, we will see what is the role of large intestine in digestion of food. Okay, if you remember children, you may know that we are discussing the various parts of human alimentary canal, or we can say human digestive system. Human digestive system consists of so many parts. We have already covered buccal cavity, we have covered the role of food pipe and stomach for the digestion of food. If you can remember children, you may know that we have seen that when food enters your body, it is first ingested with the help of the mouth, it is digested with the help of your stomach, then it needs to be absorbed and assimilated, and that is done by small intestine. So small intestine has a big role to play, and you will be surprised to know that children, this small intestine, okay, although the name is small intestine, but it is actually longer than your large intestine. Okay, the small intestine is about 1.7 meters long, and it is in the shape of a coil, and it is sitting just below your abdomen area. Okay, if you want to see it, so here's a picture of small intestine. It is just like this, and it is sitting just here in your body. Okay, so this small intestine is a long coiled tube, and it receives secretion from liver and pancreas. So liver and pancreas, they are the friend, the true friend of small intestine. Okay, if you can see liver here, so this is the liver. Okay, this is liver, and it is reddish and brown in color, red brown in color. Okay, the role of liver is to secrete a juice, which is bile juice. The role of liver is to secrete a juice, and this liver is not an organ, it is a gland. We all know that there are many glands present in our body which helps in the digestion. They are also part of your human digestive system. And liver is a gland which is known as the largest gland in our body. Okay, so liver, which is a gland, secretes bile juice which help to break fats from our food. So we all know that our food contains fats, vitamins, minerals, proteins, okay, carbohydrates, starch. So liver actually helps in breaking down of fat into simpler substances so that it can be absorbed by the small intestine. So liver is one of the truest friend of small intestine. And do you know children that where this bile juice is stored? It is stored in gallbladder. Okay, it is stored in gallbladder. So when you buy something, you need to store it. Similarly, when liver secretes this bile juice, it is stored in gallbladder. It is just a bag-like structure just below the liver. Okay, so it has bile juice in it. As soon as the food enters, it secretes this bile juice, and this bile juice helps in breaking off fats. Now, if you can see here, there is another thing here, which is a pancreas, which is another gland which also secretes some juices, some pancreatic juices which help in the breakdown of carbohydrates, and the proteins. Okay, so when the food enters the small intestine, quickly liver secretes the bile juice which breaks down the fat into simpler substances. Quickly the pancreas secretes the pancreatic juice which helps to break down carbohydrates and proteins from our food. Then the food, when enters into the small intestine, then small intestine also has some juices. Okay, so these juices further break the food items, the food from the food that we eat, and it is easily absorbed, and it is converted into amino acid which is taken in by our body. So if you will see the small intestine, you will notice that small intestine also has this finger-like projections. If you can see here, these finger-like projections are known as villi. Okay, and these villi, they have blood vessels. Okay, they have blood vessels which carry the absorbed food to other body parts. Okay, they carry the food to other body parts. So villi actually help in increasing the surface area for absorption. For example, if the surface area is this blood vessels, they carry the food absorbed by the villi or by the small intestine to other body parts. This utilization, children, this utilization of absorbed food, this utilization of absorbed food by the body is known as assimilation, and it is the most important function in our body, because if the food is being absorbed but it is not properly assimilated, then there is no use. Okay, then after the assimilation there is some undigested food. Okay, some undigested food also remains after assimilation, which then passes to the large intestine, and large intestine is, as I told you earlier, is shorter than small intestine, about 1.5 meters long, but it is wider than the small intestine. As you can see here, the small intestine is little narrower as compared to large intestine. Large intestine has one simple role, which is to absorb any extra unabsorbed. It helps in absorbing the salts and water from the undigested food. When undigested food or unabsorbed food passes through the large intestine, the inner walls of large intestine helps in absorbing water and some salts, and then the remaining portion, it goes to the rectum, and through anus it is excreted out from our body. As you can see here, the large intestine absorbs the salts and water, then it goes to the rectum, and through anus it is being thrown out from the body, because we don't want toxins and bad and undigested and absorbed and no use of food in our body. Slowly and gradually it increases the toxicity in our body. So children, I hope you have understood the role of small intestine and large intestine in the digestion, proper absorption, and most importantly assimilation of food. And don't forget, the digestion of food is equally important. Okay, so up till now we have understood everything about the human digestive system. We have seen that how food is ingested through buccal cavity, how it is digested through stomach, and how it is absorbed and assimilated in small intestine, and how it is being thrown out from the large intestine. Children, in the next class we will take this chapter forward.